started attending the church 21 years ago when my father-in-law was diagnosed with cancer. And I was still drinking, but knew that maybe a little bit of prayer would help him out. And he wound up passing away shortly after he was diagnosed, and just continued to go. And made it my church home. March 8th, 2005 is my sobriety date. September of last year, I was kind of bored, just kind of stale, not really doing much of anything, and I started praying about where God wanted to use me. And the opportunity to volunteer at PADS on a Saturday night came up at our church. And it just hit me in the heart. This is something that I embrace weekly, whether it be serving food or helping somebody up the stairs, or maybe spreading the message of not only Jesus Christ, but spreading the message of recovery to somebody who may someday want it. That the church provides, I believe now there's 11 or 12-step recovery programs in the Methodist Church on a weekly basis. Obviously the PADS program, we supply hygiene products to the homeless during the summer. Obviously we feed them on Wednesday nights, which is, even if I'm not cooking, I truly enjoy just the fellowship of being with them. Unless you jump in with your feet and get your hands dirty, you will never understand what's going on in a certain mission. So a lot of people can be taken back by the homeless, their look, the way they act. But think about who Jesus hung around with. Those are the people that Jesus hung around with. And to me, those are the people that we need to be reaching out to. Here we go.
I'm at Salvation Army, and the first 30 days you're there, you're on lockdown. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. You go to work, you go to church, you go to meetings. That's what you do. After 30 days, you can kind of move around on your own, you know? So I think I had it'd been like my first week where I could leave the Salvation Army on my own. And I'd gone up to Dollar Tree to get some candy and stuff. And I opened the door for this woman, and she thanked me, and I said something to the effect like, oh yeah, well, my mama raised me right, so it's all good, and blah, blah, blah. I was shopping, and she'd come up to me about 5 minutes later, and she said, my son called me this morning just to tell me that he loved me. She said, you mentioned your mom. You should call your mom and tell her that you love her today. Now, my mom had been gone for 3 years, 2.5 years at this point. So I had said to the lady, well, unfortunately, I can't do that. My mom passed away, And she pointed up at the sky. She said, you can still tell her that you love her. And that was it. It all just changed. My mentality flipped 180 degrees. I walked out of that store, and I was like, who am I not to give this program a chance? Who am I to not believe in a higher power? This is God. This is what it is. It's right here in front of my face. And I remember telling myself, if I turn my back on this now, it's over. So I went back and I started reading that blue book, started reading the Bible, and Sermon on the Mount, Emmett Fox, those ultimate truths that you can't get away from once you read. Once you know them, once you see them for what they are, that they are just ultimate truths, those teachings of Jesus Christ. They obviously introduced me to AA and a renewed relationship with Christ, which is something that I hadn't had in a really long time in my life. So when I came back to Woodstock, you were documenting the homeless in Woodstock. So I started to get to know some of them personally, and I was approached to help out on the Saturday nights for pads. It was just the last couple of weekends of the season, but I went in and I helped out on Sunday mornings, and I was there. So I really feel like it is a calling, you know. God puts us in situations to help others, but to also provide hope, you know. My story's real, you know. There's truth in my story, you know, through my relationship with Christ, AA, the work I do with the homeless, you know, all that's changed, you know. You never know who you're gonna run into and have a conversation with that you know, you may change someone else's life just by telling your story. It couldn't be about me anymore. It had to be about what I could do for other people through my relationship with God.
I'm not worthy, but in a flash, just like that, magic, it all changed. Today I met a stranger, and everything about him sang out of song. Inside tears were falling. It's been a while, he said. Yeah, I said, man, been waiting too long. So can you spare $1? With the hug, man, the empathy was so strong. Down the block we walked on. God's grace is all around you, man. You in the darkness right now, take heed, hold on. Stand strong, cause I know that God's grace and mercy gonna rain down on you someday. Say, no, we're not worthy. Christ's gonna take that pain away. Say, grace and mercy, a peace of mind that you can't take away. I say, no, I'm not worthy. In a flash, everything changed. Now together we pray.